ending. We're a little trepidatious. This is a big show to be ending. How do you think the fans are going to feel about it?
I can't answer that. That's the most difficult question because it's, you know, I'm not them. You know, at the end when you're tasked with something like this, you know, it's very it's very important that you sort of consider a lot of things. You know, these things aren't rash, and you know, you've got to sort of ask yourself, you know, some pretty heavy questions. It's like, well, you know, what about, do I answer this? Do I answer this? Are people interested in that? I mean, I still have people emailing me, twittering me, asking, you know, what's up with the pattern, which is so answered, you know, so I don't know. Here's what it came down to be 100% honest. Is that like I just had to look at it and go, well, what would I want? What would I want? I would want something authentic. I would want something honest. I would want something like, you know, that because I'm a huge fan of television, I would want something that sort of was logical. I would want something that sort of ended with thought and consideration. I'd want to feel that, you know, everything I've watched for the last, you know, 5 years of my life is in context, and I can get that the journeys of the characters that I care about come to a place where they've sort of beaten their demons. Like, you know, for instance, like Olivia, you know, she started, you know, for all intents and purposes, well, actually, literally, she was an abused child, and had a very, very, very hard time with vulnerability and connection, and you know, to sort of get to the point where she sort of can find strength in vulnerability and realize that she can give her heart and she can give it herself is a big journey. You know, it's a saga, and you know, where she ended up was really great. So to do that for all the characters, that was really important for me, to self-actualize them, make them personify all the things that they were, you know, all the great you know, themes they were sort of depicting for us, and you know, and to sort of feel, most importantly also, that at the end I could feel like a sense of hope, and feel like, oh, you know, I can imagine where they are, and they're just a universe away, and that it's hopeful, because I think that's really important.
Okay, what would you describe as like the one thing that stood out for you for your core characters? What was the one thing you'll take away and remember, like Walter's, you know, fondness for certain things like red vines?
What I will take away from the whole thing is that this has always been about a group of disparate, you know, people, fringe people,
yeah,
that are trying so hard to make a connection and form a family in a time and the earth that we are in right now that is very difficult to do that, and I think that they serve as an identifying factor for people, that you can look at them and say, yeah, people need connection, and you have to fight hard to keep it, and all Fringe events were, for me personally, were always just metaphors for the struggles of life and how hard it is in order to overcome it, and to sort of to really focus on what's really important, and that's that connection, and to say what you mean and mean what you say, and connect.
Okay.
That's what they mean to me.
Well, we're really looking forward to the big finale. It's been an amazing journey.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.